very obvious things about the current situation are not being responded to, and I guess of course that is in the interest of industries and banking system. First of all, so that people say that the total debt in the banking system is $751 trillion, and that basically means that the banking system is so extremely bankrupt that it should not exist. And it is very strange that it's not allowed to self-destruct instantly. Of course, the story there is that there's real economy money going around in the banking system. But that could be taken care of simply by the bank account guarantees that exist. People with more than that type of money should take it out of the bank, and the government should basically decide that banks have a purely administrative function, and all the credit default swaps and all the debts that are in the system should be left to implode and not bother you and me or other citizens, because it's really a destructive force. Countries are now, because they have to gather all the money that they get in their own society and print a lot more out of thin air, have to resort to all kinds of tricks to keep being able to pay those banks, while those banks are bankrupt. They're bankrupt. I was trying to make a compilation of all the people that said that the economy is dead, the banking system is dead, the banking system is a zombie system, it's a corpse that you pump fresh blood into, but it's dead anyway, so you shouldn't try to save it. There are many people that say that, and I could compile them all together. My response to that is, of course, that the economy is not dead. The real economy is very much alive, and is very much as productive as it was half a year ago. And if you, or a year ago, and if you take the Chinese debt, which is 1 trillion, and you divide it by the number of American citizens, which is 260 million last time I checked, then you come up with a debt per person of about $5,000, roughly, which is completely doable. And there should be no conflict with China at all. The China Quandry should not exist. The only quandary that should exist is how fast are we going to kill the banking system? How fast are we going to get rid of these people? And why don't they get rid of themselves? And the whole reason why that's not happening is one word: is job security. It's people with positions in power in society that do not want to lose those positions. One of the ideas that I tried to work out was, well, let's take all the bankers with huge debts, a million, like Bernie Madoff, and not convict him to a prison sentence, because that guy's not going to kill anybody, but convict him to a lifelong of minimum wage, subsistence level wage, for the suffering that he incurred. It's not a bad thing to put somebody on a stringent budget. Many people are put on a stringent budget at the moment. Just because other people that have earned millions of dollars in the last years don't want to lose their jobs. 10% of the US is on food stamps. So there's a huge community that can get by with very little, or has to get by with very little. So why not all the bankers, everybody that you can prove has caused losses of considerable magnitude with other people, and just let them be food stamp people for a change, and just let that whole banking system disappear. Don't use the banks anymore. And people warned for bank runs, and of course this happened in Ukraine recently, where people were put on a daily budget of 47 euros, and they could not get cash out of the banks because the cash was simply not created to be distributed. But it's entirely imaginable by me that that situation will occur, because I, as an observer, but also as a European with the same policies basically, I'm getting pretty sick of the situation. And although all my savings are in gold, I think it's still a good time to kill the banking system.